God, I can't even put this thing in the boot. I've just got to get out of here. No! Do not kill her. Please get in the car. Thank you. I just don't understand where all these zombies come from. Like, it's just... Okay, she's gonna die. Because she's already sort of survived a zombie attacks twice now. I don't want to risk her third time because I don't think she will survive. Yeah, I'm not even going to risk getting that at this stage. I might just quickly run in there and look around. However, if I make a loud noise, I'm getting the hell out. I'm not even thinking about it. We're exiting. Houses are a bit of a gamble. They might contain anything. They can pretty much contain any sort of resource, you know. Look, medicine I'm finding quite a lot of here. Predominantly they contain food. You might get lucky and they'll have some materials. Though it's not as common as medicine or food. Never... Oh my god, she's gonna die. And I'm making a... Okay, good, she survived. I've just made a bunch of noise with my gun. Hopefully that hasn't attracted... Yeah, they're all coming. Okay, we're getting out of here. Yep, let's go. So she survived 3 sort of overwhelming attacks from zombies. That's impressive. She's, well, I guess she's military, so she's a bit stronger. Much stronger, actually, than civilians and HVAs. There was also a supply drop. Oh, that's close to base anyway. I'll just bring her back. Bring the resources back. Tell her to stop following me. And then I'll head out to that Cleo signal. Okay, stop following me. Let me talk to her. Head home.
Be careful out there, okay?
It's interesting, I haven't really received any more HVA rescue missions. I should have had it by now. It's a bit concerning, actually. Not in terms of finishing Lifeline, like we don't need to rescue them all, but I mean, if you really wanted to get the achievements for rescuing them, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, you know? Oh wow, 2 bloaters there. Just run all these zombies over before I go ahead and loot the supply drop. This is such a dangerous thing, bloater gas. Fucking annoying. In Breakdown you can get a hero. He's a scientist called Walter DeGrasse. He wears like an orange radioactive suit. If you get him, he's immune to the bloater gas, which is awesome. And he's also immune to the screamer's scream too. It doesn't send you flying back.
Didn't hear that.
Ooh, perfect ammo. Some mines? What's that? Shotgun, Cleo Revo shotgun. You know what? I'm gonna take the mines. Might come in handy for some future sieges.
I hesitate to trust whoever is dropping crates on my people. They're not responding to comms, and I've never heard of this operation they're running. If these things are useful, then have at them. We can't afford to leave good supplies on the ground right now. I rode out.
Okay, so I've got a bit more ammunition now. Not a whole lot more, but it'll do. Need another suppressor. Gotta make some more actually, keep running out. Some coffee. Base is in good order. Now what do I need to do? All that really remains now is looting. So I mean, all we're doing at this point is just waiting for sieges to occur so that we can go ahead and complete the main game. Because what we need to do is complete Sasquatch's fourth and final mission involving killing a big un. Once we do that, then I think we're pretty much good to go in terms of finishing Lifeline here. But you know, you only get one of his missions per in between sieges, so we have to wait for the next one. Okay, looks like there's a bit of shit going on down there. I'm on my own, which is something I keep telling you guys not to do. I just keep forgetting about it. I think I've just sort of like don't give a shit anymore because I've just lost all those HVAs before. Civilians, soldiers were killed, so I'm sort of just like in a not really giving a shit sort of mood. And I'm not even getting any more HVA rescue missions, which is pretty concerning. Okay, that's empty. Is there anything else to loot here? That's an infestation. Where? In here? This tiny area? Oh no, fast ones. Bloater. 2 screamers, my god. Okay, that's given me 20 influence. It's always good to sort of clear out these infestations, not only just to reduce zombie numbers, but you know, you get influence by doing it as well. I've still got 5 snipers there. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of them. That seems to be just glitched on the number 5. It's never going to go away. Some medicine in here, so I might as well grab that. Yeah, this was where one of those HVAs died. Well, he was supposed to be here, but he was somewhere else. Look at that, they just walked through the door. Did you see that? That's why I don't bother closing the doors, because it's just pointless. Ah, here we go. This is what I need to loot. Medicine. Ah! Come on. Just let me grab it.
Nice.
Put that in the boot. What else? Is there anything else here? Oh, here we go. The siege is about to occur. Not just yet. We're only on level 2. but it will be occurring within a few minutes, that's for sure. What's over here? Looks like a dead end. Ah, that's right. Have I been in there?
Is that an infestation?
No, infestation. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't even give a shit about making noise with the gun now. Just gonna shoot him. Fuck it. Only 6 ammo left. Oh wow, there's a lot of shit in here. Gotta take a snack. Try and kill that other screamer. Is the priority. Otherwise they will just keep coming, the zombies. They will not stop. Put in the wrong car, but that was on purpose because I just want to run them over. Using this one.
Calling this area secure.
I'm going to quickly get in, close the door, and hopefully I'll be able to loot in peace. Okay, so fuel is in here.
I guess the Zeds went with
Weapons. And here. Nothing. Weapons, alright, so mainly just fuel. Let's take some fuel back. That'll give us some more influence. Put it in the boot. Ah. If I can.
Need ammo here.
Ah! They just keep coming. There are so many of them. Like, all you want to do is just loot an area, but 90% of the time you just can't in peace because they just keep fucking coming. That's why I keep saying you've always got to have someone with you. That way they can take the pressure off, you know. They can deal with the zombies while you can just loot freely. Okay, let's get back to base and prepare for this siege because it's about to occur very soon. Is this the right way? No. Got to do a U-turn. Okay, so we're at threat level number 3 now. Siege is about to occur. So let's go and deal with that. And then we can do Sasquatch's final mission. And you'll get the achievement once you complete that. The hardest one as well. Without a doubt. Okay, let's drop that in there. Take that, take that. Grenade. Let's plant some mines, shall we? Ooh, I need ammo as well, fuck. Can't really do much on a siege without ammo. So I like to just put the mines sort of out here where the zombies tend to congregate. Okay, here we go, it's already starting. So I might just cluster this whole side. I'm not even going to worry about the other side. Need to get some ammunition. That's the key thing here.
Can't carry that much.
60 rounds, that's not enough, I need more.
No room for that.
90, that'll do. For now.
Feral, coming in fast.
Feral, where? Ah, there it is. Okay, I'm just going to blow it up with that. I'm not going to waste any time. Goodbye. are all those zombies doing out there? Okay, now they're moving. That was weird. And he just ran through the wall, which is fantastic. They're dead. What's going on? Fucking hell, it's such a mess. The physics of this game are just out of control. Ooh, I should have shot that thing actually. You can shoot those big gas cylinders, propane tanks. Creates a very large explosion. You usually find them around areas where warehouses are, gas stations, yeah, like that. See, bang. Took out those zombies in the near vicinity. The first wave is the easiest. Nothing's ever going to happen on the first wave. Yep, second wave. Here we go. This is where it starts getting really messed up. So I'm going to quickly grab some grenades because I will. No, I can't. Alright, I'm going to have to sacrifice some ammo for grenades. 1, 2, 3. That's all I got. Oh, I've got lots of... Yeah, okay, so I've got plenty. That's fine. Oh, shit, they're in. No, you don't.
Some of them sent our army.
How the fuck did they get in? The gate's not even broken.
Contact, barrel.
Ah, shit. Do that. Nothing happening on that side. Good. Means I can just focus on this side.
Big one, incoming.
Okay, we got a big one. And that looks like a feral. Creeping. Yep, there it is. Get a headshot instantly, it will kill the feral. Big uns take quite a beating to go down, even if you're shooting them in the head. I'll show you. Here he comes now. Okay, not too bad. Looks like they're getting in over here. Ooh, another big one. Damn. 14 bullets left. Oh shit, I killed him. Ah, good. Awesome. Quick and efficient siege. Completed that. And we should rescue one civilian from memory. We're not getting any more HVA missions, which is a shame. Probably because I fucked too many up already. It was only 2. Should be a bit more forgiving.
My fellow survivors, when I started this broadcast, I told you the military didn't care if we lived or died. But when I sent out your calls for help, it was the army who answered. Now it seems I'm out of food and water.
Ah, here we go.
And I don't know how long the doors will stay locked. Army guys, I sure hope you're still listening. Because it looks like Vienna Cho is the one who needs saving now. Can you help me?
Yep, okay, so we need...
We're going after one of the big uns. And you can't use no guns, no explosives either. It's time for CQB. Mano y mano. So grab something you can swing and let's go.
Wait, are you serious? We're fighting a juggernaut with sticks and knives.
You can throw in some harsh language if you think it'll help.
So this is the hardest... Oh, this is just fucked, okay? I'm just going to use the telescoping baton for this. So we've got two sort of key missions here. One is to rescue Vienna Cho, which is what we've been aiming to do for quite a while now, so that's good that we've gained her trust. But I'm just going to go ahead and complete Sasquatch's final mission. We need to kill a biggin using only a melee weapon. Now, the key here is
So what
you
kind
can
of samples do you get from
use
the
grenade.
juggernaut?
Okay, let me
Get
just
core
listen to this
samples.
first.
Muscle, bone, brain tissue. All I can carry. We gotta know what makes them tick.
So yeah, you can use grenades and firepower and everything to kill, sorry, not kill the biggin. Well, where is it? Where's the fucking thing on the map? Am I doing this right? What's going on? There's no location on the map. It's still sort of pointing to where I am in the vehicle. What the fuck's going on? Sasquatch is with me. What if I get in this car? No? Oh, come on. The fuck? So what, I'm just going to have to find one on my own through natural play. You're not going to tell me where it is, game, even though you've told me where it is every single other time. Fucking piece of shit. I'm really starting to get the shits with this now. Like, this is... What you're seeing now is, without a doubt, the most amount of glitches I've ever experienced playing through State of Decay. It's fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. There's no other word for it. Near game breaking. Not game breaking, but near game breaking. You know, it's on the fucking border, that's for sure.
Zed's to your left.
We got no biggin here. There's a bloater, but I don't need to kill a bloater. Okay, what if I go back to base? I don't know, take a different weapon or something, see if that works. Or I wonder if I can just cancel the mission and restart it. We'll see, let's have a look. Yep, I'm doing it. Oh no! Well, we're back at base. Let's just go back in. Sasquatch is right here. Okay, I can't even talk to him. Juggernaut sighting, where? Cannot see anything on this map indicating where to fucking go. I don't know where to go, okay? Alright, so the only other thing I can think of is if I just quickly exit and come back into the game. So I'm going to try that. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I'll cut to it when we're back. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Where is... So we've got... Yeah, we've got the Vienna Cho mission and Sasquatch. Let's try this again.
You ready to head out? Let's go.
Okay, so there it is. Now it's marking it on my map. God. Could have
So
just
what
done
kind
that
of
for me the
samples do you get
first
from a
time.
juggernaut?
Deep core samples. Muscle, bone, brain tissue. All I can carry. We gotta know what makes them tick.
So I guess that's what appears to fix the glitches, okay? If you're experiencing these sorts of fucking shitty glitches, just exit the game and come back in. That seems to resolve it. Temporarily, at least. Which is better than it not getting resolved at all. So we're driving out to kill a biggin, and remember, like I said, we have to kill it using melee weapons only. Now the kill has to come from a melee weapon, so you can go ahead and shoot it, you can throw grenades at it, Molotov cocktails, whatever you want initially, but as long as that final kill, the final hit, sorry, comes from a melee weapon, then you're good. I don't really like fighting biggins in confined spaces like the warehouse here, but we'll just have to see what happens. We got a fuckload of zombies coming too. Alright, good. No big gun in the warehouse, that's what I want. Nothing worse than fighting one of those guys in a confined location. You want to take care of them in, you know, really open sort of areas. Yep. None here.
Zed's to your left.
So, I'm going to go to this one. Ah, there we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is throw a grenade at it straight off the bat. You just got to be really careful with these guys. You don't want to get grabbed. That's the key thing, okay? Alright. Now whack it a bit more. One more what's he doing? Ah, beautiful. There we go.
Good enough. I can work with this.
Sasquatch did the final kill.
Take that, you big fucking elephant, bitch!
Let's just get the samples and go.
Good. Mission complete. And, yep, just getting fucked up by some zombies.
That ain't just gas like you see on a bloater. That's new bone, muscle growth, a ton of mass, and it all happened after he turned. What kind of dead guy does that?
Maybe they just look dead. To us. Maybe this whole thing is really just some new kind of life.
Nice life. I like the old kind, thank you very much. You know, I always really appreciate these little talks we have.
You do?
No.
I love the dialogue with Sasquatch. He's such an asshole. Okay, so we're going to take him back to base now, and that will conclude all the missions. The Sasquatch hunting missions. Oops. What? Oh, I thought I went past it. There's an arrow pointing at something else. Oh, it's probably a marker I've set. Yeah, so once I escort him back to base, that'll be it, and you should get your achievement for completing all the Sasquatch hunting missions. That last one with the big one is the hardest, but as you saw there, you know, just throw a grenade out initially. If he grabs onto Sasquatch, throw a grenade immediately, okay? Don't risk losing Sasquatch, because that will mean you will fail the entire Lifeline DLC. You'll have to start again. I had to do that, and it was extremely fucking annoying. Now, I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to go get Vienna Cho. You know what? I'm just going to get Sasquatch back again to accompany while I get Vienna Cho. Just in case there's a horde of zombies surrounding her. From memory, it hasn't been too difficult to rescue her, just like any regular civilian, I guess, but I don't want to take any chances because I need her. Because I need to show you guys... Oh, look, there's a big one right there. I need to show you guys the two different endings that you can go for. The two key main endings that we're going to be focusing on here, okay? And they're the ones that you'll get an achievement for. You can get just a regular ending without going for one of those two key specific endings, but
Ms. Cho,
you won't get an
can you hear
achievement
me on this frequency?
for
This
those.
is Vienna Cho. I hope that's you I hear outside.
That's
Yes,
me.
it's me.
Let us get some Zeds out of the way.
Okay, she's always up the stairs here. In this room, there she is.
Thank you. Hey, you weren't listening when I called you all grunts and killers, right?
Yep, I was.
In the army, a grunt is a good thing.
I guess that's lucky for me then. So what are you guys doing here? All the info I have says you pulled out days ago.
We have orders, but we're also here to help people. As many as we can.
If that's true, I think we may have something in common after all.
Alright, good. We've got Vienna Cho. We're going to take her straight back to base. And I'm not sure if that will sort of trigger the two endings to come about immediately. We may have to survive another siege. We'll see. You know, it's really hard to tell with all these glitches. The game's just sort of making its own rules. There's no really set sort of thing I can tell you that's going to happen or not going to happen, because it's just up to the game and what it wants to do.
This place is perfect. I can set up right over there at your radio post.
Set what up exactly?
My broadcast. I'm not leaving on any helicopter, soldier. I'm the last person that the people of Danforth know they can trust. As long as they're here, I'm here, taking their calls.
Ma'am, this is a military facility. If you get in the way, you're on the next helo.
I'm small. You won't even notice I'm here.
Hey, anybody seen Eldridge?
You know,
Ah, yes, here we
my
go.
favorite thing in the world right now is not seeing Sergeant Eldridge.
So you'd rather have him running around unsupervised?
Sasquatch, report in. We need to find him. At this point, I'm not sure who's more dangerous. Him or the Zeds.
So Sasquatch has gone missing, and you'll find him where you originally found him, okay? In the tunnels. So that's what we're going to go do now. And this will be an interesting encounter, okay? And this is going to trigger one of the endings that you can go for, one of the key endings that you can go for, which will net you an achievement. And it's probably the one I'm just going to do because, I mean, there's nothing more I can do now in terms of rescuing HVAs because those missions aren't spawning anymore. Probably because I failed to rescue a couple of them up to this point. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and do the ending. So basically the two endings are, one is with Sasquatch and one is with Vienna Cho. That's why I wanted to recruit Vienna Cho to my base, and I'm glad I did that just then. But we'll get Sasquatch now, and you'll see what sort of endings they are. Obviously, Sasquatch is an arsehole, so it's going to be a bit of a arsehole type of ending with him.
I'm showing that you're near the freeway tunnel. You
Yep.
looking for Sasquatch?
Went too
When
far.
we picked him up, he was hunting a screamer in there. But screamers are everywhere. Why go into one of the most dangerous parts of the city just to get one screamer?
Yep.
There must be something else.
So there he is, just standing there, okay? In the tunnels, it's pretty dark. Put on my flashlight. Let's have a chat to him, see what he's doing.
Sir, I have to ask you to turn around and walk the other way. This operation is classified?
Wait, is that what I think it is?
I don't know. Do you think it's a tactical nuclear weapon?
A nuke? There are still people alive in this city.
And while you run around finding them, how many more Zeds leave the city limits to go murdering their way across the countryside? We got a hot spot here, and the means to take it out. Sticking around to save people is gonna do more harm than good. This is straight from the Commander-in-Chief.
We still have critical personnel on the ground. You have to at least delay.
Sure. I'll give you a little time to wrap up your business, but this bomb is on a dead man's switch. If I die, or if I even start having sad thoughts, Danforth is gone, you hear me?
I thought suicide bombers usually worked for the other guys.
The times they are changing.
He's crazy. So there you go. He's going to nuke this whole place. He's going to nuke Danforth because he's saying that this is a hot spot here. We've got a means to take it out. via the nuke. So that's what he wants to do. Nuke the place and get everyone out on the chopper. So, that is one of the key endings we can go for. And I just love how he said there as well, even if I start having sad thoughts, this bomb's gonna go boom. He's just a crazy motherfucker. So yeah, we'll take him back to base, and we'll be able to trigger that ending once we do. That's the ending I'm just gonna do for this walkthrough here. Hang on, where's my base? I'm getting... yeah, nowhere near it. I'm getting lost. But once we go back to base, we're going to have to speak to Vienna Cho. She hears about Sasquatch's plans, and she's not happy with it. You know, because Vienna Cho is more of a good Samaritan as opposed to Sasquatch. Okay, so let's take him back to base.
Vienna Cho to Greyhound 1.
Yep.
These stupid call signs. Anyway, come talk to me. Right now.
Yeah, so she's a bit pissed off. Where is she? There she is. So let's talk to her.
Tell me about this nuke you've got. You going to blow us all up? I can't discuss this with you.
That is bullshit. You can kill people, but you can't have a fucking conversation with them?
Danforth is overrun with Zeds. We have one chance to blow them up. If we wait, they'll spread all over the countryside.
I understand. These things are monsters. But that doesn't give us an excuse to be monsters too. Look, I know this isn't coming from you. It's Eldridge and his damn dead man switch. So take me to that nuke. I'll disable Eldridge's switch at the source. Then I get to keep my town, and you won't be a mass murderer.
So, at this point, the choice is yours. You can either nuke the whole place, you can nuke Danforth, or you can go with Vienna Cho right now and disarm the nuke. Okay, it's up to you what you want to do. Either way, you will get an achievement. So these are one of the two key endings I've been speaking about. Either nuke Danforth or disarm it. Okay? So it doesn't really matter what one you do. It's completely up to you. Probably, if it's your first playthrough, maybe just go ahead and disarm the nuke first off, because, you know, on your next playthrough you won't really have to worry about rescuing civilians to get Vienna Cho to your base in order to trigger this ending. You'll just have to focus on, you know, completing the Sasquatch missions, and that's it. You know, you can just go ahead and nuke the place without having to worry about Vienna Cho at all. But for this walkthrough, I'm just going to go ahead and speak to Sasquatch now, and we are going to nuke this place, nuke Danforth, but it won't nuke it immediately. You still have to survive a final siege. Now, if you've still got 10 sieges to survive for that achievement, you know, survive 10 sieges in one playthrough of Lifeline, go ahead and do that, okay? Don't trigger one of these endings yet, because they will still remain here indefinitely until you trigger one of them. So, until you get that achievement, we've survived 10 sieges, then you can go ahead and trigger one of these endings. But because I've already done all the achievements for this game, you know, I've unlocked all of them, I'm just going to go ahead and speak to Sasquatch now.
You ready to light the fires?
Yep. Get ready to trigger the nuke. We're leaving on the next bird.
Get ready to trigger the nuke. We're leaving on the next bird.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Let's make this town glow.
There you go. So all we do now is basically wait for the next siege. And it looks like that mission is still there, disarm the nuke. So maybe you've got like a
Turn up the volume, listeners. You need to hear
chance
this.
to do it or
Go
something.
ahead, caller.
I knew this day would come for a long time. It's in the Bible, people. I've got this place stocked with food and ammo. All I need is a good and faithful soul to come and give me a ride.
Okay, so we're still getting, you know, you'll still get these sorts of missions. Okay, I don't want Sasquatch following me. Head
See you
home.
around.
Yeah, so you'll still get all these missions, you know, rescuing survivors, whether they be civilians or refugees, soldiers and all that. But yeah, once you've sort of gotten these 2 key endings here ready to go, you don't really need to do anything else achievement wise. It's up to you. I mean, you can keep playing Lifeline indefinitely. There's really no end to it unless you choose it to end, so you can just keep
I'm on the way.
rescuing civilians, recruiting soldiers, and so on and so on. But it just isn't necessary, okay? So I'm just going to get everything set up. I don't even need to... There's nothing more I really need to do here in terms of even base. I've only created 7 outposts as opposed to 8, so I didn't even create the max that I could. Doesn't matter anyway. And well, what have we got here? Rescue a civilian, a refugee with supplies. Might as well. I believe it all just adds to the score. Like if you just want to keep spending time rescuing more and more civilians, you'll just get more of a score at the end of the game. I couldn't give a shit about that, you know, I only care about the achievements. So, where is this civilian? Around here. Yeah, it's quite disappointing that we didn't really get to rescue any further HVAs, any more of those VIPs, but you know, that's just the way the game is. It's fucking glitchy. Just gotta go with it. You know, I had to complete this game 3 times just to get all... Sorry, Lifeline 3 times just to get all the achievements, because on my second playthrough, Sasquatch died and the game just stopped. You know, I wasn't getting any further HVA rescue missions like I am now. I just wasn't able to do anything. Vienna Cho came to my base, but the mission regarding the nuke didn't spawn, you know, because Sasquatch wasn't alive to ready the nuke. So I was just stuck in limbo, where all I was doing was going around just rescuing random civilians, looting the place. You know, I loot the whole place dry, and there was just nothing to do. The game was just going on in a continuous loop, and it was only after a couple of hours playing I thought, okay, the game's fucking shit itself. I'm gonna have to sort of cut my losses and start again. But it was so annoying, you know, because I'd already put in like 4 or 5 hours into that playthrough. It just really pissed me off. So just be prepared for that, you know. If you're mentally prepared for this sort of shit, you can handle it a bit better. Okay, so the survivor is there. This looks like it should contain some construction materials. No, it didn't. Alright, I don't even care about looting the place. Let's just get the fuck out of here and speed this up. Okay, so once I... Oh my god, are you kidding me? She's gonna die? Nah, there's no way. Get up. So fucking weak, the civilians. It's embarrassing. Okay, so I'm just going to take this civilian back to my base. Once I do that, guys, I will just sort of cut to when the siege starts, because I'm not going to be doing anything else. I'm just going to be standing in my base, basically just waiting for the siege to commence so that the game can end. It doesn't even matter at this point what you do. You will get an achievement for completing one of these 2 key endings. For the last siege, I'm just going to go all out, you know. I'm going to get
The zombies can't get in? No, they can.
drone
Just try to
strikes,
shoot them
mercenaries,
before they do.
everything. Artillery barrages. Hopefully I've got enough influence for all that. 751, yeah, that's plenty. Okay guys, so I'll see you when the siege commences. Alright, so here we go guys. We are on the final siege that we need to survive. And then we will go ahead and nuke Danforth and get that ending. So this siege is probably going to be a bit tougher than all the previous sieges. You know, like I said before, the more and more you go on through this game, through Lifeline, the sieges do get harder. And, okay, there's some zombies just there. Looks like we've got a bit of activity over here. And I've stocked up on 9 frag grenades because I know it's going to be fucking bullshit here. For the second wave, I'm going to get mercenaries. I don't think I'm going to need to use drone strikes or anything like that. It's just not necessary. Snipers, pretty useless for the sieges, so that won't be necessary. Even the mercenaries won't be necessary, I guess, because all they do is they really follow you. And what the fuck? How the hell did he just ignore that zombie there? Yeah, the mercenaries really stick with you. They don't tend to go off on their own, unless there's zombies in the close vicinity of you. Okay, here we go. So, second wave, and we will get the reinforcements. Hopefully they'll turn up this time. I remember that last time they didn't even show up. Oh, here we go. Yep. Okay, so we got 2 of them. Where's the third one? There's always usually 3. Oh, it doesn't matter. Fuck, whatever. Oh, there. He's fighting zombies. Cool. And that mercenary here with the balaclava on, you can actually unlock him in breakdown mode. He's a hero character. Leon, I believe his name is. He's actually called the mercenary. Pretty cool. Seems like there's a zombie. Oh, there it is. Dead. Might not even need to use my grenades with all this help I've got here. 3 mercenaries, Sasquatch, myself shooting.
There's a big one out there.
Look at that, they just took care of that feral like it was nothing. So what have they got? Weapons. This guy's got a shotgun. Leon's got an assault rifle. He has like a SMG or something. Uzi. Oh, here we go, they're in. Alright, let's okay, I was gonna throw a grenade, but not necessary. Fuck. Just heard a biggin get killed out there. Let's go. Oh, there's nothing happening over there. Ah, here we go. Biggin. Throw a grenade at him. Dead. Repair the gate. Yeah, see how the mercenaries are really sticking with me? They just go wherever you go, which is awesome, you know, that's what you want. There's a bit of shooting going on over here. Let me investigate that. And there we go, guys, that's the final siege complete, and now we will get the ending, where we nuke Danforth.
All personnel, the last helivac is inbound. Rally at the evac point. You do not want to stay here. Let's go.
survivors, this is my final broadcast. I'll leave it on in a loop for however long that lasts. Those motherfuckers in the army have decided to set off a nuclear weapon in the middle of town. They don't care who dies as long as they solve their little problem. Well, I care. So I'm bringing the news to you. Pack up your things, pack up your families, and get as far away from this city as you can. Once you get on the road, you'll face terrors you can't imagine, and there's a good chance you'll die. But if you stay in Danforth, I promise you, you will die. This is Vienna Cho, signing off. For good.
Okay, so there you go, guys. That is Lifeline, the DLC for State of Decay, completed. We got through it, we persevered, even though the game was throwing glitches galore at us. We got through it. You know, I probably would have liked to have rescued a lot more high-value assets, you know, HVAs, but what do? The game fucking glitched. I couldn't do anything about it. Obviously, if I was still going for the achievements, I'd have to really focus on trying to rescue them all again for my second playthrough, and at any point in the game I realized it was starting to glitch, you know, I'd have to exit out and come back in. I think exiting out of the game and coming back in seems to fix it for a little while, so that's my recommendation to you guys if you're playing the Xbox One version, okay, the Year 1 edition of State of Decay. But if you're playing the Xbox 360 version, you won't have such problems, okay? I never did. But yeah, that's it. Let's have a look at our stats. Extracted, Danforth has been destroyed. Yep, we nuked it. Rescues, 2 high-value assets rescued. Fuck, only 2. That's pathetic. There's about 7 of them, or 8 maybe, that you need to rescue. You know, 7 or 8 achievements relating to that, so that's pretty bad, actually. 6 civilians rescued. Okay, so only 6. And I recruited Vienna Cho. That's interesting. 9 soldiers rescued. That's a lot. Losses, 1 HVA asset lost. I thought we lost 2. Alright, that doesn't matter. 1 civilian lost and 2 soldiers lost. We only have losses there because of the game's glitches. Okay, if it wasn't for that, I'd be able to play this flawlessly, unless of course it was a fair death, like, you know, just me being stupid, getting completely overwhelmed by zombies and not running away when I should, and then getting pounced on by like a feral, for example. Then that would be, you know, I could accept that death. It would piss me off, but I'd accept it because it's my fault. You know what I mean? And what else we got here? Targets neutralized, 414 zombies killed, roadkill doesn't count, 45 freaks killed, and yep, we completed all of Sasquatch's hunts. So 4 Sasquatch hunts completed. And that's my total score, 2,925. So, let me press A. Yeah, and that's it. So that's the end of the walkthrough for State of Decay, guys. Not a very long walkthrough, but, you know, I've really wanted to, like I said at the beginning of this video, I've just wanted to do a walkthrough of this game for such a long time, one way or another. I thought Lifeline would be the perfect way to do that because I really enjoyed the Lifeline DLC a lot. I don't know why, for some reason. It's just, it's more or less the same game. I guess it's just because it's in a different map. Playing Breakdown a lot, you sort of just get sick of the same map over and over again. Like, it's a huge area to explore, don't get me wrong, you know. The first time you play this game, you'll be probably overwhelmed, you'll be amazed. But, you know, once you really start playing it, putting in a lot of hours, you know, a lot of time, then it does start to become familiar. You sort of know where everything is. You know where all the construction materials are, all the fuel, you know, all the medicine and so on. And it does get a little bit stale. But, you know, you can just play the game however you want, really. You can create a shitty base and make everyone sick. You can... It's really up to you. It's in your hands how you want to survive. You know, you can choose not to rescue survivors. You can choose to ignore them. It's up to you. The power is in your hands with this game. But look, overall, before I leave you guys, I just want to say one thing. This is a great game, okay? Don't get me wrong. It was painful playing that to some degree because of all the glitches. You know, it was very painful in some instances, but it's a fun game, okay? Lifeline is of the Year 1 edition is only where I seem to experience most of these glitches, okay? I played through the story and through breakdown mode, not really having much of a problem. There were some glitches, okay, where like survivors wouldn't follow me, but nowhere near as bad on the scale as playing the Lifeline DLC here for the Year 1 edition. So, I highly recommend it. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. You'll probably get addicted. You know, I was addicted to it when I started playing it back in 2013. But look, I think I'm done with this game now. I want to move on to something else. Good fun game to play. If you're into zombies and all that, check it out. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching my walkthrough, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.